like it's 2016. Can we please stop pretending that spending 5 hours on a Sunday afternoon is the answer to healthy eating? Because if you're anything like most of the women that I speak to, they are already busy and they don't want another job. What they really want is dinner to just feel easier. That's exactly why I don't teach traditional meal prep. And welcome to anyone who's just joined this live stream. Hi, Tinashe. So I teach something much simpler than meal prep. It's called meal flow. Let me know in the comments if you've heard about it. So most people think that every single dinner has to start from scratch every single day. So Monday is one dinner decision. Tuesday, you have to decide again. Wednesday, decide again. You get the point. By Thursday, you are exhausted. No wonder we eat takeout on the weekends. The constant starting over is the hard part, right? That's why dinner feels so mentally exhausting. But if you're tired of constantly asking yourself, what's for dinner? Then I have something that will help. This is exactly what I teach instead. Let's use spaghetti bolognese as an example. So most people make spaghetti bolognese for one dinner, one night, that's all, right? And then they'll make something else tomorrow. So what I do is I make spaghetti bolognese once, but I use it for 4 different meals. We'll eat that tonight. Then for breakfast tomorrow, we'll eat that bolognese on toast with some eggs. Then the next night, we'll make Mexi-style taco rice using leftover rice from a different dinner, using that bolognese, and we have a whole new dish. And then whatever's left over, we will freeze so that in 2 weeks, if we're feeling low on energy, we have another dinner already. So this is not meal prep. It's not the traditional 2016 boring way of doing it. You don't need any color-coded containers. All you need is a little plan that you can follow week by week, so that you can decide less and think less and actually stick to this. Then healthy eating becomes so much easier because you're no longer cooking or deciding every single day. If this sounds like the kind of help that you need, then comment guide and I'll send you some more details on how you can apply this exact structure to your life. Hi and welcome, Chef. Thanks so much for joining. So I want you to know something. You don't need to become one of those people that spend 5 hours on a Sunday meal prepping in order to consistently eat healthily or to make dinner. What you need is not a complicated meal plan. You need a simple rhythm. You need a handful of reliable recipes, which is exactly why I only teach 20 recipes. So many people will give you hundreds or thousands of recipes on a database, but that's just overwhelming. You need a few really good recipes that you can trust, that work. And since I'm a professional chef, I know for sure that they work. They're all quick, they're easy, they're healthy, and they're simple. And that's exactly what you need to consistently eat healthily. So what it is it's actually a 1-week plan. You cook 5 nights a week if that works for you. If it doesn't work for you, you can skip a night, you can eat out when you want, or you can just batch cook the recipes and then you can cook even less. So each night has a theme. For example, Monday is a sheet pan simplicity. Tuesday is a protein with some veg, and then Wednesday is one pot ease. Thursday is nourish bowls, and Friday is feel good favorites. So there's a system. You can pick 4 recipes or one of the 4 recipes for each theme. And I've designed them so that the ingredients overlap and that you can use different elements basically so that your meals can flow. That sounds complicated, but just think of that bolognese example. So you make something once and then it can be repeated throughout the week so that your next meal is already halfway done. That sounds exciting to me. Let me know in the comments if that's something that you would like to do in your own life. I think that healthy eating doesn't work when you try harder. It becomes sustainable when it's just easier. So let's make it easier. Let's only have 20 recipes. And if you don't like one of the main things, for example, a sheet pan dinner with salmon and asparagus and baby potatoes, if you don't like salmon, then use chicken breast. You can easily make substitutions, and I give you easy swap ideas as well. I want us to please stop pretending that spending 5 hours on the weekend is normal and the only way to healthy eating. No one needs to do that anymore. We just need to batch cook the meals that we're making, and I've already done the thinking so that you have a completely new meal made from something else. If that's something that you want to implement into your life, DM me the word guide and then I'll send it to you.